Good evening. My name is Thomas Cimalore from Tech Resilience Talks. I'm your host, and we're interviewing Raelene Gonzales from Alpha Stable, an expert in software and embedded technology management. Alpha Stable is a software company that expertises in nonprofit management to further initiative and empower its users in adapting technology to enhance daily activities. I understand you're representing Roku and plan on building a Roku application and possible partnership.
Yes, thank you, Thomas. A pleasure to be here. I'm Raelene Gonzales, and Alpha Stable shares a lot in common with Roku. Although Roku offers a streaming service platform operating on both its Roku TVs and TV hardware plugins since 2002, we both pride ourselves in innovation, sticking to the original vision and following through with new ideas. Roku encourages platform building from third party companies and granting the ability for other companies to create applications using their simple API system fosters an environment for its and our network effect to thrive.
A network effect? That implies exponential growth for every user added to your service? How exactly did Roku achieve that?
By being upfront with its services, selling a low cost model of hardware that's built to last, satisfying every target audience from providing advanced features such as interactive story building applications to simple features such as accessing the Netflix profile or providing a home screen that allows users to switch from HDMI 1 to Chromecast or use their Apple TV app. So, the exclusion of third party applications is where many organizations make their mistake. Roku strives to set a valued product that fits the needs of customers and builds a product that's meant to last.
I've seen a lot of fluctuation in the stock market over the past few years, mainly at the start of COVID-19. With seemingly more user count, how did Roku's developer team handle the sudden influx of customers? And what challenges arose?
Well, due to the rise in competition of at home embedded streaming platform technology, its software engineers were faced with rapid growth and accommodation for new usages. For example, Peloton is a technology oriented company that provides both fitness cycling machines and software to cast home workout instructions, goals, and videos to both their new users and long term customers. Peloton reached out to Roku in 2020 to create a partnership, and challenges arose due to their large database of over 2.6 million members, with over 1 million active application subscribers downloading new content. Fortunately, Roku's active accounts were currently, well, in 2020, nearing the 40 million count at the time, a goal their partnership with Peloton certainly helped to achieve. That quarter, thanks to the rising growth in home health and fitness, Roku was able to expand over 130% compared to the beginning of that quarter, that same quarter in 2019 of May. Their stock rose 10% in July of that closing period of 2020. And they were able to conquer the Canker title of number one US streaming TV platform by number of hours in per household.
Wow, did ads have anything to do with its success?
Actually, Roku's ad business seeks to make their advertisements enjoyable, targeting the optimal demographic audience with its unique advertising tool based on, zip code or location, however you have it, that without violating the user's privacy, that measures funnel sales for the company's advertising and caters to those companies who share its same vision, like Alpha Stable.
What exactly is that vision?
Well, Roku strives to have a positive impact on our users and idiosyncrasy, keeping long term relationships that don't harm the users with ads that don't promote senseless consumptions and lead to emotional turmoil. Roku's customers thrive during their in-home watching experience thanks to its research department's focus on positive user attention and IQ building, while creating a sense of connected social community that values culture over fast dopamine response. Companies that create and value lasting happiness and create quality products such as American Eagle, TurboTax, Mini Cooper, Wendy's, Headspace, Red Baron, and Whole Foods Market are Roku's leading top brands, seeing success in the unique marketing model plan that it offers. Roku is particularly proud of these companies, displaying them on their website, and ones like it because they put the user first in their marketing efforts, valuing the health of their long-term users and not subscribing to fast money toxic branding schemes.
So, who exactly are these customers?
Well, Roku's customer base is a wide range, largely 18 to 49-year-olds. Its users value cost-efficient entertainment and mostly belong to middle-income households. Due to the network effect we spoke of, the embedded technology Roku sells is often stimulating for the older generation. Baby boomers are easily adapting to and adopting streaming services into their life. So the demographic of customers is a wide range and doesn't exclude anyone. The neutral color scheme of Roku, black and purple, also promotes family-friendly and age-neutral experiences, unlike its competitors like Google and Apple, which seek to target fast-paced individuals willing to pay more for similar experiences. Again, Roku allows its competitors to build free-to-use applications on their service while displaying relatively non-invasive advertisements and discouraging wasteful and oversaturating mass subscription behavior. Reliable technology is what draws in lasting customers. The average household is both Roku and Alpha Stable's prime market. Often this market is left untouched and hard to reach due to customers' distrust in technology or disconnect from news on new technology, only accessing their email even in some households. Alpha Stable was only founded 4 years ago, another issue, while Roku was only founded 15 years ago, as I mentioned in 2002, another issue. This brings a great risk in Roku's market because their competitors, such as Google, was founded in 1998, and Apple was founded in 1976. Both decades, the 70s and 90s, are known with Roku's target market of people that have experience in these decades as our knowledge and history of technology, its timeline, as having birthed the most influential and relevant embedded software products of our generation's currently use, of all generations. Seemingly, Roku did not have the edge compared to these larger, older, and more profitable tech organizations.
What edge does Roku hold over companies with streaming platform services and digital media players such as Google and Apple?
Well, for starters, Roku has no major lawsuits about its behavior towards genders, many ethnicities, and other minority groups targeted by its applications. This cannot be said about Google. Apple itself struggles with its carbon footprint and alleged connection to multiple types of, of underpaid workers and systematic mistreatment of those workers and oversourcing of land that is found to be globally um, protected. Roku sets an example of not needing to recover from any major scandals and bad publicity that larger tech companies bring upon themselves at times, such as before and during the COVID-19 period. Putting the user first and considering long-term effects of how a company treats its employees, develops hardware in an eco-friendly manner, and grants their users privacy with its software is a valuable asset that Roku holds and its overall edge. Continuous growth over fast and short-lived company fame is an ideal core requirement for the success of companies. Roku continues to grow its long-term user base as such company. As more features and applications become available to Roku's streaming platform, Roku's stock will surely rise and not halt from the growing competition.
Interesting. Tell us more about the predicted growth for Roku in 2025. Do the changes of growing health and fitness accompanied by rising competitors still have an effect on Roku?
Well, overall, the disruptive change of the market allowed Roku to strengthen its business model and grow its new market created originally in that 2002. The low-end market disruption is amazing because COVID-19 caused a massive cash flow decrease in the average household, causing problems due to global and American national specific unemployment rates, interest rate spike, and economic crash. The financial turmoil of the average in-home entertainment consumer will not end as new political, health, and World War events cause people to value their spending habits and maintain and keep track of those spending habits. And in a traditional in-home, family-oriented, valued environment, which Roku provides support to these somewhat alarmed citizens.
Hmm. How did Roku change their operation or prepare in response to major world events?
Well, Roku does not change their goals specific to operation, but the operation always adapts and listens to its users in hope of keeping their brand trustworthiness and changing the operation's allocations and research focus constantly. Roku was certainly prepared for the disruption by not changing their business model to profit off fast e-commerce and products that increase global carbon footprint, predicting that e-commerce growth and the wastefulness of consumers would not last forever. The conflict in Ukraine began in 2014, and the conflict in Palestine has been growing since the 1940s, as well as the constant American conflicts in the Middle East and Europe. A major health crisis, such as COVID-19, was also predictable due to growing population size, the passing of lack of healthcare in global underdeveloped and underfunded regions over time.
Hmm. Thank you for your expert statements. Closing the interview today, what are Roku's future plans? Can we receive a closing professional assessment?
Well, JP Morgan's investor meeting with Roku in September 2024 shows that Roku did not incrementally increase its spending, but reallocated existing operation funding. Roku also has partnerships with Google and Amazon. The company maintains its lead in our streams with Kankar with 85 million households, a double of its pre-COVID numbers. The idiosyncrasies of its customer base are almost half of Roku's performance drive, second to the state of the current market as another major performance driver, proving its strategy to be upholding. Roku has done an incredible job at supporting the average user, and I predict its user base will only increase from here.
Tech Resilience Talks is lucky to have you on. As
Aw.
always, thank you to our guests for their experience, research, and insight. Goodbye, Raelene.
Goodbye, Thomas. Thank you.
Thank you.